Greetings, my name's David Wyrick, and I've invited a special friend here to help us as we talk about the Scouting Relationships Conferences coming up at Philmont this coming summer. This is the world's oldest Scoutmaster, Clyde. Here's about time you invited me. Well, Clyde, how long you been a Scoutmaster? I've been a Scoutmaster long enough to remember when coffee was strong and when we used crank telephones and meetings started on time. No, it didn't answer my question. Let's just say that when I started camping, we called it living. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, you've seen a lot of changes happen in scouting. You bet I have. Oh, things have really changed. They got fancier tractors, bigger tents, wow, and more patches and more paperwork, and don't even get me started about that highfalutin online processing stuff. Well, I won't get you started on that. Good, okay. So what's the biggest mistake do you think leaders make today? Oh, it's easy, but they think it's all about the program. Well, it is all about the program, not so much. Not so much. Listen carefully. Yeah, true. Can have the best uniforms, the best trailer, the best camping gear, the best social media. And it's so good that social media could cure insomnia. But, you could lose a scout. Oh. Why? Because kids don't come back so much for the program. They come back because they feel that people care for them and they belong. Oh. That's good. So what kept the scouts coming back in your day? Nowadays, simple. I cared about them. I knew all their names. I knew all of them. I knew the quiet ones. I knew the loud ones. I knew which ones couldn't swim and which ones are scared of camping. I knew a little bit about the home life. Hey, I learned who. Yeah, well, that's good. Sounds like you're a little less grumpy all of a sudden. Yeah, well, don't let that get around. But anyway, but that's still important today. That's still what we do today. We do, yes. Listen, I can tell you that that's still vital important. I'll tell you this. The clothes hitch may be important. Don't get me wrong. But so is having a great relationship and a place for kids to be known and liked and trusted and belonging. Yeah, well, that's what this conference is all about. Coming up at Philmont this summer. No kidding. Yeah, no kidding. I thought you'd get around to that. Well, of course, that's why we're here. Relationships are a huge part of it. Yeah, do you know this? I know this. I wrote 3 books on it. I do know. It's important that we have relationships. And a matter of fact, hey, do you recommend the conferences? Well, I sure do. There's going to be 2 of them. There's going to be a half-week conference just for commissioners, week 2 at Philmont. And commissioners, are the backbone of scouting. Hey, I was a commissioner as well. I still am. Yeah, still am. Yep. And it's important. And commissioners can become mentors, and they can go and they can teach other commissioners how to develop relationships. That's great. And then the week after that, week 3 at the Philmont Training Center, it's the Scouting Relationships Advocate Conference. That sounds like a mouthful. Well, it is, and it's important. It is important. Yes, and very much it is. Advocates are dedicated scouters, Clyde, who will be equipped to be able to inspire and to guide and to help others build relationships once they get back to their districts and their councils. Well, I guess if you want to get to know the scouts and help them make them feel known and liked and trusted, yeah, I guess that going to these conferences is going to be worth your time. Well, yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and I appreciate that. But I appreciate you being nice to me. Hey, no problem. Yes, well, don't get used to it. I won't. Anyway, hey, join us at the Philmont Training Center this summer, okay, coming up in June for the Commissioners Half-Week Conference about being a Scouting Relationships Mentor and the Scouting Relationships Advocate Conference coming up in week 3 in June. It would be great to see you there. Yeah. Do they have good coffee at Philmont? Yes, they do.